Hello, I'm Jason Latting. I'll be reading Dr. Potts, My Pets Have Spots by Rod Hull and Miriam Latimer. Uh, Rod is the author and written and illustrated by Miriam Latimer. Mr. Betts, who has lots of pets, went in a panic one day to the vet's. The vet's whose name was Dr. Potts listened and said, "You have got lots and lots of spots. What's wrong with them, Mr. Betts?" Poor Mr. Betts sighed. "Oh, Dr. Potts, my pets all have lots of spots. A spotty fish, a spotty cat, a spotty snake, a spotty rat, a spotty rabbit, a spotty frog, a spotty canary, and a spotty dog." Dear me, said Dr. Potts, and searched through her books till she came to spots. Now strawberries suffer from botrytis. It seems your pets have spottyitis. Spottyitis? Is that bad? Poor Mr. Betts was feeling sad.
Look at the snake.
The snake, yeah.
Nothing good or nothing bad that I can't cure. Though Dr. Potts was not quite sure. She thought of pills or perhaps a lotion, but decided on a special potion. She mixed it up behind a screen and returned with medicine that was bright green. Give them this 3 times a day. That should take the spots away. So Mr. Betts was feeling quite assured. He convinced his pets would soon be cured. He followed the instructions to the letter and wished and hoped his pets would get better. The spots went away, woo! Which was a surprise. But Mr. Betts couldn't believe his eyes. He looked at his pets and shouted, "Yikes!" No more spots. They were covered in stripes. Of at once back to the vet's ran an angry Mr. Betts. "Stripes?" said the startled Dr. Potts. "You mean they got stripes instead of spots?" "That's what I said," said Mr. Betts. "Now I'm the owner of stripy pets. A stripy fish, a stripy cat, a stripy snake, a stripy rat, a stripy rabbit, a stripy frog, a stripy canary, and a stripy dog." I hear some dogs in the background. Do you guys hear a dog?
Yes. He's the doggy.
Maya.
Yeah, doggy.
It was obvious something had gone wrong. Perhaps the green stuff was much too strong.
Oh.
"Ah," said the vet, "I know what to do. Green's no good. Give them this. It's blue." With the blue medicine, Mr. Betts went away. But you'll never guess what he was back the next day. "Hello, Dr. Potts," said. "Did that do the trick? Tell me your pets are no longer sick." "Well, begin, Betts," as he faced Dr. Potts. "The green stuff you gave me got rid of the spots, but gave them a bad case of stripes instead. So I gave them the blue stuff, just like you said. The stripes went away, but it's worse than I feared. Now each of my pets had grown a beard."
The canary bird.
"A bearded fish, a bearded cat, a bearded snake, a bearded rat, a bearded rabbit, a bearded frog, a bearded canary, and a bearded dog." "Ah, that's easy to cure, my good fellow. Give them this twice a day. It's yellow." So once again, Mr. Betts went away. And once again, he was back the next day. "The green stuff you gave me," he said, "Mr. Potts, was quite successful. It got rid of the spots, but gave them a bad case of stripes instead. So I gave them the blue stuff, just as you said. Then, as you saw, the stripes disappeared, but left all my pets with very long beards. So I gave them the yellow stuff and by and by the beards went away, but they started to cry. A crying fish, a crying cat, a sobbing snake, a sobbing rat, a weeping rabbit, a weeping frog, a wailing canary, and a wailing dog." Said the puppy. Oh my gosh, they cried so much they filled the whole veterinary office with water. Hi, frog. "Goodness me," Dr. Potts was worried. Again behind the scenes, she screamed, she hurried. "There's a lot," she thought, and scratched her head, and chose a medicine that was bright red. Poor Mr. Betts, he gave a sigh. Anything was worth a try. Taking the medicine, he ran from the vet's. But back the next day came Mr. Betts. Dr. Potts was getting vexed and wondering what would happen next. Mr. Betts looked a sorry sight, as if he had been up all night. "Did it work, Mr. Betts?" the vet inquired. "Did it give you the results that you desired?" "Well, the green stuff you gave me, Dr. Potts, worked a treat. No more spots, but as you know, they got stripes instead. So I gave them the blue stuff. Like you said, no more stripes, but rather weird. All my pets grew a very long beard. So I gave them the yellow stuff to try, and all my pets began to cry. Next was the red stuff, and to no surprise, they stopped crying at once. But they shrunk in size.
Oh.
A very small fish, a very small cat, a little snake, a little rat, a minute rabbit, a minute frog, a tiny canary, and a tiny dog. Oh, look at them, they're so tiny. Then we've won, Mr. Betts, says Dr. Potts. Oh, how splendid. We'll start from scratch. Your troubles have ended. Your pets are precious. I know you need them. Now all you have to do is feed them. They're hungry. A whole week passed, and then at last, hurrying, scurrying into the vet's came a delighted Mr. Betts. Gone were the spots, the stripes, and the beards. Gone were the weeping and wailing and tears. Grinning and beaming, Mr. Betts was so proud to show off his healthy pets. The end. Almost the end. I missed a page. Happy now he rides the streets and tells each passerby that he eats. I've got a healthy fish, a healthy cat, a healthy snake, a healthy rat, a healthy rabbit, a healthy frog, a healthy canary, and a healthy dog. Woohoo!
¿Qué dicen las medicinas?
Oh, medicines are kind of interesting. So here's the medicines. We have striped throat in blue, cryolatus in red, spotitis in green, and beardolepsy.
This, and this.
They're all the same. And this is a Barefoot Books.